Chris, very good to see you. We're kind of diving into the headlines and doing some clarifying because despite what you may have heard, even after the passage of the big, beautiful bill, Social Security is still going to be taxed, which is why today we are explaining provisional income. Understanding provisional income is key to understanding how your Social Security will be taxed. And a little bit of planning now can go a long way in saving you thousands later. So let's start high level. What is provisional income and why is it important?
Yeah, Erin, provisional income is a formula that they use to determine whether or not your Social Security benefit begins to come taxable as ordinary income.
hmm And I think a lot of people are surprised to learn that Social Security is taxed. So, what percentage can be taxed, and how does that relate to provisional income?
Yeah, and like you're showing on the screen here, kind of three different thresholds here. The first one is, sometimes Social Security isn't taxed at all. So for married filing jointly, less than $32,000 of income. And remember, you get all your deductions and things like that. And then the provisional income. As we go up, your income goes from 32,000 to 44,000. Up to 50% of your Social Security benefit is taxed as ordinary income. And then above that threshold, up to 85% of it can be taxed as ordinary income. And that means, whatever tax bracket you're in, as they dump these pieces into the formula when you do your 2025 taxes, for example, that'll determine what tax bracket that money falls into.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would take long to add up to $44,000. So let's tick through, Chris. What makes up your provisional income?
Yeah, so IRA withdrawals, pension income, rent income. You have required minimum distributions, interest from municipal bonds, and then interest from CDs as well, or money market accounts. But here's the benefit. They only use half of your Social Security benefit in the provisional income formula. So if you got $24,000 a year, only $12,000 of that is used in the provisional income formula.
hmm And of course, traditional 401ks and IRAs are your greatest tax liability. But explain how distributions from your Roth accounts don't affect your provisional income.
Yeah, Roth IRAs are income tax free. They are not included in the provisional income. So, if you took out $50,000 from your Roth IRA, that does not affect your Social Security benefit being taxable. And then in addition to that, also helps with those Medicare premiums as well that you can get caught in the trap on as well.
Yeah, really good point. So again, just to clarify, after the passage of the big, beautiful bill, Social Security is still taxed. Explain what's going on, though.
Yeah. So what happens with the big, beautiful bill where President Trump talked about Social Security being tax free is, to get it passed, the compromise was, well, we're going to take and give people who are 65 and over for 3 years, we're going to give them an additional tax deduction of $6,000. So my mom and dad, for example, would get, an additional $12,000 of their deductions. So that can certainly help, right? I mean, it's a very favorable tax environment. And, that was the negotiating piece to get the bill passed. And we'll see what happens down the road if they continue that forward. It was only good for 3 years.
Well, I'm glad we got to talk this through because understanding all of this can really help you decide when to claim Social Security, which again is something you specialize in, Chris. So if somebody would like to sit down and talk to you about all their Social Security questions, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, I'd have them give Heidi a call at the office at 866-695-2620, or you can certainly visit McIntireRetirementServices.com and we'll get you all set up. We've got some nice software. We can analyze your Social Security strategies for you.
Great. Chris, thank you.
My pleasure, Erin. Thanks, everybody.
Tune into Chris McIntire's full radio program and visit McIntireRetirementServices.com for many additional valuable resources, including other great episodes of Game Plan for Retirement with Chris McIntyre. Be sure to subscribe.